Alright, so today I'm going to change out a lower control arm here. Alright, that is going to happen. We have some wear on it, you can see right there. We do believe it's bent as well. We're going to also change out this rod here, and there's also a nice tasty bit right down here that we have to take care of. So it's going to take apart some parts. Going to need some penetrating fluid on these bolts first, on both sides, this and that one, then everywhere, and then we'll be able to get through it. Hopefully, these brand new ones. They're very different in terms of the overall sizing, and it should be good. Right, so we've lined up our tools for this. So we have PB Blaster. This right here is fantastic for lots of suspension issues. We have a Ugga Dugga level lever here. We have our up-down wrench. We have another up-down wrench, and then we have some pliers, and then we have a screwdriver for just in cases. But we also have a big driver. We're going to be able to try to drive this thing and get all of these parts out of this car. Alright, so we've taken out the bolt here. That's a big one. We've taken out two bolts right underneath here. So this is now separated. This is our lower control arm. And then we're about to take this off right here. And then once that's off, we should be able to remove and then compare our new one to our old one. We're going to do some fixing to put this component right here onto the new one, and then hopefully some adjustment and everything like that should be fine. So what we've done is we've taken our two and we put them side by side right here. They look pretty congruent. And then right here, that little bit right there, that 2 millimeters, that right there would move this entire side back the other way. And that's why this old one needs to be replaced. And so let's get going with putting a new one of these on here. And then this one and everything will go back in. And then hopefully this thing drives right. Another thing that we found is, do you see the twist here? This is the straightness here. So this twist also moved the car's wheel back this direction as well. So we have a lot of issues that came from this. Just also, look at this. It's a wiggly bit. It's not supposed to wiggle. It's supposed to look like this, and you can't even do them. You can't even move them at all. They don't wiggle. They're not supposed to wiggle. It's supposed to be stiff. That's what these are. They have to have just enough of that to it. All right. So there you are. All right. So now we all now have everything in place. We've got the cotter pin on. We've got ourselves set there. Now we just need to make sure that we put a new linkage on. As you can see, the old suspension was doing a lot of good fun things like rubbing everywhere. So yes, fun times here if you were driving this heap of a fantastic car called this is a Kia Sportage. Alright, so here we are. We're going to do now the left side of the car. So let's put some spray down, because these things are going to be, get that there, a little bit up underneath it, and then let's get back over here, and then get these. Yes. Well, you can smell the PB Blaster. It's wonderful. Oh yes, fantastic way to do this. So we will be changing out the brakes as well eventually, but right now we just have to get the suspension set up. Already, if we just look at our one side that was very bad, everything links up actually much better than it did before. It actually looks straighter, it looks more in line where it's supposed to be. Expectation and hopefulness is that this is no longer a integral movement. We don't have a wheel that's moved over too far. Actually, let's do that right quick. Let's move and put our wheel on and then see if we gain back our room that was. So one of the things that we were looking for was a common size location. Just we'll use this hammer as a I'm sorry, this is up down rich. We use this to kind of scale where we are in relation to fender, and we'll do it again over here, and then that, I think we actually have a sintered wheel again, which is very good for this car. She'll need to be aligned, but it's also going to get new tires here soon, so tires and alignment should be done post haste. Look at these two, and what we have is nearly congruent in just every single way. Everything's exactly matched up, so we definitely did have an arm on the other side. If we once again look here, we have essentially an extremely flat part here, so no problems as compared to the other side. So we'll get this one in there, and then yeah, this should drive quite a bit more true, a little bit better than it did before. So there we are, we've put this part in, it's all locked in, everything's very good. So once we have once we do the front brakes, which is another video, we will do a little bit of a test drive. Of course, like always, when you do these kind of things, you're going to get it close, but you have to realign the vehicle. All right, so alignment factors are always right here. So this is where you can align from, and so most people can actually mess with that from there. So we're going to check, and we're going to see if we can't get this side, which is the left side and it's supposed to be good, to the right side, and get a little bit closer. You see how much less there is right here. So maybe we can adjust it out a little bit more, so that way it doesn't have the toe in that it's supposed to, that it probably has right now, or toe out. That's how they were able to get this car probably aligned the first time around. So thank you so much for coming to Gridfix. Do remember that it was quite cold for me today, and remember also that it's I guess fun to work on cars. Yes, it's fun, that's right. We always remember it that way. And then if you ever have crap like this going on, just don't let that happen. Check your wheel wells. If you hit a bump, if you do something, figure it out. Don't let all this crap happen. It's bad.